In the last video, I was going to do both the New Moon in Taurus and Pluto retrograde video together. However, I had to stop the video and come back on. So I'm back and I'll go ahead and get to it. I think there's going to be so much clarity about lies and destruction and about death and rebirth and change and transformation. There's going to be so much clarity with this retrograde. I think the new moon in Taurus is going to help us become more clear about ourselves and what we want and what truly resonates with us. And then Pluto retrograde is like going to make things clear about what we don't want. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's going to be a very interesting time to be in. So, let's go and get into the spread. I'm gonna use the main Modern Witch Tarot for the guide for the leading deck, and this is happening. This retrograde is happening in Capricorn. So this is I'm not gonna speak too much about the astrological aspects of it because I'm still learning that part. So I don't want to provide any misinformation. I'm just giving you guys my interpretation based on my understanding of this energy. So Pluto rules change, transformation, death, rebirth, things of that nature. Also the occult, things that are hidden and dark and unknown, secrets, mysteries, things of that nature. Scorpios. Um, so things of that nature, and that's also what the eighth house rules in our birth chart. So things of that nature are there's going to be clarity involving those things about mysteries, about things that have been hidden from us or viewed as dark. There's going to be a lot of clarity when Pluto goes retrograde over that period of time. Of course, not just that one day. Um, and then also like as far as the government and structures, patriarchy, things of that nature, things are going to become a lot more clear for us. So let's get into the reading. Can you show me the energy for the collective regarding Pluto retrograde? I just saw Judgment. I saw Two of Swords twice while shuffling. And if you didn't watch the last reading, the New Moon in Taurus reading, it's probably still loading now because I had to end it and then do this one. But please watch that one because I did a little chit chat prior to the reading of some other little tidbits that are helpful to help you understand the reading. So go watch that because I'm not going to remember everything I see. I'm just tearing my cards up. Show me the energy for the collective regarding Pluto retrograde. Ten of Pentacles. I think you're thinking about family, you're thinking about long term, you're thinking about business, you're thinking about legacy. Also structure. I believe that's Taurus energy. King of Pentacles, more Taurus energy. Ooh, dismantling the Tower. Mars energy, Scorpio, and Aries. Anything else for the collective? My ears just started ringing. I must be on point. A lot of confusion. Clearing up confusion. I think, yeah. Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It's definitely going to challenge you to stand up for what you believe in and stand up for others. A lot of people will be standing up for others who don't feel heard. A lot of you may be involved in a lot of conflict, a lot of fights. There will be a lot of fights, probably in partnerships, in relationships, due to people being closed-minded and refusing to see what's there with the Eight of Swords. All right. A lot of fire energy already. I think this is Leo energy. I could be wrong. It's Leo, Scorpio. I'm sorry, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Anywho, we have the Ten of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, followed by the Tower and the Seven of Cups. Scorpio energy with the Seven of Cups. So Earth energy over here, I believe the Ten of Pentacles will be Virgo. If not, it's like I said, Earth, Capricorn, or Taurus as well. I think you are thinking about your family your home, your stability, long-term things, um, what you want for your home and your future. Thinking about being the best way to lead your family. This does feel like masculine energy. Um, it does give me like a dismantling of the patriarchy energy type of energy with the King of Pentacles next to the Tower card. Um, Dismantling of that, and it doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, you know, there's going to be attack on masculine energy or men. No, we all have masculine and feminine energy, but we are moving into, we are in the age of Aquarius, where love and humanitarianism is going to lead, not control and the patriarchal um, characteristics that we've been used to. That's not going to work in this age because things are shifting, the vibration is changing, and it's just not going to work. So things will look cloudy, things will look confusing, um, and people will be fighting for what they believe in. There will be a lot of arguments and disagreements. Um, these cards don't necessarily scream anything else to me right off the bat, so I'm gonna go ahead and start clarifying these cards one by one. Yeah, but I do think things that have been exposed, like this comes off as very wholesome, very secure, and everything that is dark and shady and confusing and unjust and that was built on faulty ground is going to be exposed, and it's going to leave a lot of people very confused. And like the Seven of Cups can also be about wishful thinking and like having your emotions be all over the place. So it's going to be an interesting time. Let's go ahead and get into it further. Show me the Ten of Pentacles, please. Ten of Pentacles, please. And it's like almost like the things that you've been doing for years, because this represents a long time. Ten of Pentacles and King of Pentacles is like the highest. This is the highest of the numeral the numbers of the tarot 1 through 10. This is the highest, and then of the court cards, this is the highest of the pentacles. So this represents something tangible, something you can see, something that has been built over time, something that has been well established. So when you think of ways, things that you've invested into with your energy, your time, your efforts, your money, it's been established over a long period of time, and it's crumbling and it's leaving people confused. And you'll see how subtle things were and how, you know, things that you did in your everyday life were leading to this destruction because the foundation was faulty. It wasn't because of what you did was, you know, something wrong. It was because the foundation was faulty and it needed to fall. It's going to leave a lot of people confused. All right. Ten of Pentacles. I smell weed. Of course I do. It's 420. It's strong. It smells like somebody smoking in the building and we can't smoke in here. Ten of Pentacles, please. Unless that was a I'm like, my window is cracked, but I'm never, like, I'm upstairs, so I shouldn't be able to smell. And it was really quick too. Maybe that was a channeling. Maybe a lot of people are going to start smoking that didn't smoke before to really just deal with this and calm down, just to cope with this energy. With a Six of Wands in reverse. Six of Wands in reverse is not a bad card. It's not a bad energy to be in. It could be like missing the mark on something, or success being delayed. Maybe a lot of you feel like you have to start over. You had this establish this, whatever this Ten of Pentacles represents for you. It had been well established. However, it's not successful because of the foundation it was built on, or something like that. Let's look at the Six of Wands real quick. delaying your success, not being recognized for your hard work. Yeah, so some of you could be feeling like you wasted your time. You put in all this hard work for nothing. Show me the Ten of Pentacles, please. More about the Ten of Pentacles. Knight of Wands and the Strength card. It's like you want to keep going. You want to take action. You want to have courage, and you're very passionate. And I think this does feel like willpower as well. Leo energy, fire energy. The Knight of Wands is very passionate, wants to take action. Be mindful of not being tactless. Well, I think this is a healthy combination though, because the Strength card is here and it has willpower and courage. And the Strength card can also be viewed as holding back. So it's like not overdoing and not rushing in impulsively, because the Knight of Wands can be impulsive, but really being strong and balanced with how you move forward. Being very practical, this feels good. It's like you're realizing like, okay, I wasn't successful, but all is not lost. I just need to take action in a different way, or I need to reroute or redirect or something like that. It's like being a little bummed out or discouraged, but not completely down about it. It does feel family related or money related. Something that has been established over a long period of time. Excuse me, it could even be a habit for success, a health habit, something like that. It could be something really small, but something that had been developed over time. Keep in mind, Pentacles deal with our bodies, our homes, our money, our time, energy, and effort. And also family. And like sharing things with others in your family. Like expanding what you have with your others, with your family members, with those around you. Okay, show me the King of Pentacles. Seven of Cups and the Ten of Wands. Feeling burdened by this confusion. Yeah. The Seven of Cups is also... The sevens are about choices. You could be choosing how you want to feel about something. But it could be very overwhelming with the Ten of Wands being here, because you're very passionate and it seems exhausting. This is the end though. We have two tens here, so this does represent an ending. And I did get the World card at the World card did come up in the New Moon and Taurus reading, and I very much so do think that there's going to be corresponding messages in both, because these transits happen within days of each other. So but yeah, it's about a choice. The Seven of Cups is about a choice. Wonderful options lie before you. Choose one of these cups and their lessons for yourself. You could be feeling burdened by having to make a choice about something. Could be family related. You could be the head of your household. You could be the leader. You could be the one who needs to take action. You could be still learning, but have the courage to lead your family in the right direction. Maybe you hadn't been successful before, but maybe you feel burdened by the choice, what choice to make in this. I may need to further clarify these. I do. Show me the Seven of Cups, please. The Seven of Cups is here twice, so I think there's a lot of choices that you need to make. A lot of emotions are at play, a lot of confusion, a lot of illusions. It could also just be that something appears to be burdensome, something appears to be tiresome, or not like too much of a load or too heavy. Show me the Seven of Cups, please. Justice. Yeah, this does represent a decision. So I think there's a decision that needs to be made, a fair decision, a balanced decision. I think you want to make the fairest decision that works for everyone, that is just, but you feel burdened by that choice. Maybe you feel burdened by not making the wrong, like, what if I don't make the right choice? That's how this feels like. Oh, feeling burdened by making a fair choice. Anything else for the Seven of Cups? Wanting to manifest, wanting to create. Mercurial energy. Mercury rules Virgo and Gemini. So I think you are thinking a lot about this, thinking how to manifest the best, like the best option, the fairest decision, the most balanced decision, trying to make the most balanced decision, but you feel plagued by that. Show me the Ten of Wands. Too many, way too many. The Seven of Cups. Yeah, the burden is the decision, is the choice. I don't think it gets any more clear than that. The burden is the choice. You could be the head of your household. You could be the head of your family. You could be responsible, financially responsible for a lot of people. You could be the head of an industry or business. You could be the CEO or the owner of something. You need to make a redirection with your business, or you're going to have to make a lot of changes in your business. Let's go ahead and clarify the Knight of Wands while I'm here. Show me the Knight of Wands. Ace of Cups. You do want to take action towards what you love. It could be a new opportunity. That you see a new opportunity, you want to take action towards it. Show me the Strength card. Ace of Wands. Yeah, it's like you're looking forward to newness. You're inspired. Like the having to start over doesn't scare you. Just not wanting to waste your time again. It's like making the decision to, like, okay, I have to start over. Cool. I don't care. Like that. If I gotta start over, I gotta start over. But I want to make the best decision. I want to move forward in the best direction forward, so that I don't have to revisit this again too soon. If that makes sense. Not wanting to fail, not wanting to be unsuccessful. Show me the Six of Wands, please. Yeah, I think you have a lot of ideas. You probably have learned from your failures, learned from your mishaps. You're ready for a new opportunity. You're ready for new love. You have a lot of inspiration, have a lot of ideas. You're very creative, and you want to take action towards those things. You're brave and courageous, and you're ready to act on these ideas that you have. And I do think you have a lot of ideas. Very curious, paying attention to everything around you, taking everything in, and learning from your experiences. I like that. All right. Show me the Tower card. Queen of Pentacles reversed. I'm putting that back because I don't like the way it flew out. Show me the Tower, please. Tower. Oh. The shadow side and the Seven of Pentacles. The Devil card, which is the shadow side in this deck, and the Seven of Pentacles. The shadow side is about things that are I think you're being realized. You are realizing how things had control over you and you had no idea. How you were being controlled or manipulated, or you're realizing you may have been addicted to things or obsessed with things that you didn't even notice before. It was subtle, and now there's some epiphany. And the Seven of Pentacles is also making a choice if you want to continue to feed this or if you want to break away from it. Let's look further into these cards. The shadow side is devil energy. Capricorn, and this is the visual representation of Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. Dismantling, destruction of the control, of the toxicity, of the restriction, of the shadow side. It's becoming illuminated. This represents trickery, deceit, manipulation at the highest level. allowing another person or something else to have power over you and your reactions, defending yourself from baneful magic, overcoming fear to emerge victorious. I think your fears will be challenged. That's why there's so much confusion here. You could just be trying to figure out how you feel about something. The Seven of Pentacles being here again, there's a choice. There's a decision that needs to be made. This represents harvest, reaping the fruits of your labors. Satisfaction of a job well done, appreciation, hard work equals abundant rewards. I think this represents sitting back and really taking it all in on how you've contributed to your own shadow side, and realizing how you want to move forward. Trying to figure out what the best decision is, what the best direction is to move forward. There's a lot of sevens here. There's a lot of choices that you're being faced with. We have the Seven of Cups twice, the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and the Seven of Pentacles. Did the Seven of Cups come out? Yeah, seven. We got Cups, Wands, Pentacles. We don't have the Seven of Swords. That's the only one that hasn't come out. So yeah, really, let's see if there's anything else wants to come out. Or show me the shadow side. No. The King of Cups showed itself, so I think there's some emotional manipulation at play, some trickery, play on emotions. The Hierophant being here. I think this represents institutions. I think the shadow side of these institutions is being revealed, is being exposed, and you'll realize like how traditional this has been. How this is dark traditions, dark institutions, occult institutions that are like meant for destruction, and this is what they teach, this is what they practice, and this is what they use to control others and manipulate others, to trick people, and it's deceitful, and it's institutional. That is being exposed. If I didn't know any better, I'd be like, what? But I know it's gonna happen. Show me the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. Manipulation, trickery, strategy. I think this is also you strategizing the best way. I believe this would be Gemini energy. With the Seven of Swords, trying to be cunning. There's manipulation of like psychological manipulation and psychological warfare at play here. So I think this is you trying to make the decision about how to execute this. What's the most practical way to execute your plan to overcome this? What did I say about the Seven of Pentacles? I forgot just that fast. I'm like, there was something I said and I forgot. Reaping what you sow. The Seven of Pentacles is about reaping what you sow. So you are realizing how you may have contributed to your own shadow side or your own darkness. This could reveal how those involved in these institutions will be reaping what they sow. They could be still trying to manipulate it and spin it in their favor and deceive, continue to deceive. This is not from this deck, but I'm going to look at the Seven of Wands in this deck. I mean the Seven of Swords in this deck to see what it says. New schemes, new solutions, thinking outside of the box, relying on your street smarts, partial victory, evasion, cunning, foresight. With the Seven of Swords. Yes, there's a need to think quick, to strategize quickly, but also you considering, there are consequences for your actions. So you're trying to think quick and like it's scheming. This doesn't necessarily feel bad, but you're trying to figure out a way to reap what you do want, to reap the benefits that you do want, because there was there was a missed opportunity, or there was a failed success here. This could very well be the institutions trying to figure out a way to execute their new ideas, after becoming exposed, trying to scheme new ways of um, tricking and deceiving the public, creating more illusion, creating more confusion, using magic to do so. Um, this could also be light workers trying to bring in more balance, trying to bring in more fairness, trying to bring in justice, trying to manifest justice. The energy is going to play out many, many different ways. We're going to be on whichever side of it we're on. But this is what is being exposed. Let's look at the Seven of Cups. Show me the Seven of Cups, please. The Tower and the Eight of Swords. Abrupt change, quick change. The Tower is here twice. More Mars energy, Scorpio and Aries. Eight of Swords, which would represent the Gemini, I believe. Could also be Aquarius or Gemini. I don't know why I can't finish my words. Sheesh. The Eight of Swords is about restriction or feeling trapped. Feeling like you don't have any control in this situation, but you do have a choice. You always have a choice. Especially with the Seven of Cups being here, that's what this is about. It is about choices. It could also be overreacting. You can choose how you react. There's going to be a strong need for people to adapt and not react. Definitely not overreact. To just kind of take it all in and be objective. And I think if you do so, starting with the new moon, or you set your intention to do so with the new moon, because we have the High Priestess and the Hierophant come out in that reading. If you do so, your intuition and your discernment will be so high. The trickery and the deceit, the illusion will not be able to penetrate you. You won't be overreacting because you'll feel so secure within yourself. Yeah, the Eight of Swords represents things not being as bad as they seem. Yes, the tower is falling, but it's just fear. It's just fear. This is it's going to create more fear, but you can decide if you choose to feel that way. Because look at the tornado. That's what this reminds me of. Somebody's choosing to freak out, choosing to feel this fear, because you do have control over that. You may not have mastered it, but you do have control over your emotions. Tower is about change of plans, things, revelation of secrets, a blow to the ego, situations coming to a head, reevaluation, dramatic change, removal of blocks in your spiritual path. I think those playing the victim won't be able to do that anymore. That is going to be destroyed and dismantled as well. You can choose how you want to feel about that. Let's further elaborate, shall we? Show me more about the Tower, please. The Moon reverse, Pisces energy. Hidden, things of the unknown. This is definitely secrets being revealed, being illuminated. Dark secrets, deep secrets. Things of the subconscious. Also, I think people's subconscious patterns will be exposed. Like their self-victimization, the things that we can't see will become more obvious, if that makes sense. The fears also. Fears will be exposed. Because the Moon card can also be about fear. Fear around making a decision, or just fear in general. Fear of the unknown. Show me the Eight of Swords, please. Oh, shit. Too many. Show me Eight of Swords, please. Page of Wands. This is representing someone who is exploring something. Someone who's an adventurer. Someone who Seeking thrills. I feel like this is like, I don't know how to translate the energy. I'm putting it back. Sorry. It's like, I know how I feel about it, but explaining it was too difficult. Show me the Eight of Swords, please. The Devil and the Two of Wands. Yeah, it's like... The Devil card and the Two of Wands is Capricorn energy and Aries energy. The Eight of Swords represents overreacting to something or refusing to see things for what they are, like being closed-minded or in this self-imprisoned or self-entrapped state of mind. This is a state of mind. It's being closed-minded. It's being restricted. Having one way of thinking. With the Two of Wands being there, it's like trying to start a beginning based on the same structure. It's like, are you dumb? Sorry, that was sarcastic. Like, are you dumb? It's like still choosing fear. Oh, there's a meme I saw. Oh. It's like instead of working through your traumas, you just pick a less obvious way of suppressing them. Is how this feels. It's like not really dealing with it, still being closed-minded and being restricted, being controlled. And being closed-minded is like, okay, yeah, you want to change something, but if you don't fix the way your perspective is, if you don't change your perspective, it's just like you're not really making a big change. Like, you may be trying to make new plans, but if it's based on the same mindset, it's not going to lead anywhere. It's like toxic plans that still keep you stuck, keep you restricted. Anything else for the Eight of Swords? I'm like, this is wild. It's like very contradictory. It's like half-ass working through something. Like, how can I explain this? Help me, Spirit. It's like if somebody tells you, no, you know, you're not really stuck. You can get out of this. And you say, okay, I can get out of it. And then instead of getting yourself out of it, you're still seeking. Or you, instead of, I don't know, it's like justifying you being closed-minded. Instead of acknowledging the truth, you just tell a different lie that makes you feel a little bit better. I hope that makes sense, because it's really hard to explain what this feels like. That's the best way I can explain it. Anything else for the Eight of Swords? Or the Devil and the Two of Wands? The Ace of Swords represents truth and clarity, enlightenment, ideas, breakthroughs in the mental space. I think it will become more and more clear to you how these structures have been controlling and manipulating your partnerships, manipulating your plans, your ideas, your thoughts, the way you think. Maybe that's what this is about. Maybe that's what's being exposed. Let's go ahead and get the final advice for this spread. The bottom of this deck, we have the King of Cups. So I think it is important to have balanced emotions, to be very sure of your emotions, and to not be emotionally reactive. Especially with the Seven of Cups coming up so many times in this reading. Or twice. Twice is enough. Any final advice for the collective? Judgment. Pluto energy. Pluto is going retrograde. This is about self-reflection, learning from the past, second chances, forgiveness, being real with ourselves, taking a long look in the mirror and just being honest with ourselves, and having a new opportunity to make changes and to make decisions to be better than we were in the past. Also, it's about spiritual awakenings. There will be a lot of awakenings. Anything else for Judgment? Ascension. Yeah. This is representing spiritual awakenings. Um, for sure. Closing major chapters, major cycles. Once you die, this is your rebirth. Like, this is your death, this is your rebirth. You can never go back to the old you. So this, it's like if you're trying to make plans and from this energy, from this closed-minded energy, you're not really going through this rebirth process thoroughly. You're gonna have another tower moment. It's gonna be tower after tower after tower until you break free from the closed-mindedness, from the mental restriction. There will be lots of spiritual awakenings, like that, really quickly. It's gonna happen very fast. Judgment being here also represents, like I said, just self-reflection, learning from the past. Let's see what this book says. Even though it's not this deck, but I really like the book that came with the Witch's Tarot deck. Making positive change for your future reality. Renewal, deeper spiritual and magical awareness, karma and destiny, reflection on past events, results of your past actions. And then the World, ascension. Rebirth, wholeness, completion. Success and achievement, victory, spiritual connections between people and covens and mirrors. There will be a lot of spiritual happenings. A lot of this will be going on internally. A lot of people are not going to be able to see what you're experiencing, but there's going to be a lot of awakenings, a lot of epiphanies in the mental space, spiritually. You may be connecting with spiritual beings as well. Some of you for the first time. It don't get no realer than this. This is a spiritual awakening for sure. I know we are experiencing a great awakening. So I know that it's already happening. Anything else for advice? I think this is just kind of letting you know what's happening, but also just to embrace it. Make sure you are learning from the past, because you're closing out a major chapter, a major cycle. It's an ending and a new beginning. Anything else for advice? Yeah, take the opportunity. Take advantage of the new opportunity. We have the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and Ace of Wands. It's a lot of newness here. And it's like you're always going to get another opportunity to make change and to make the choice that best serves you or to serve your highest good. And if you don't choose that route, you're just going to get another tower. Everything will come crashing down and you'll get another opportunity to change, to rebirth, to learn from your past. So yes, take the opportunity to reflect on your past. Not to beat yourself up and to make yourself feel horrible, but to really reflect and objectively learn from your past decisions, past mistakes, for the future, for your new beginning. The Lovers at the bottom of the deck, Gemini energy, alignment, making decisions for your future is what this is about. Making better choices for the future, understanding where you have fallen short, on your path, where you have made wrong choices for years, where you have contributed to your own downfall or lack of success for years, and making the necessary changes and ascending, doing so. It's lovely energy. It's beautiful. I love it. Ascension represents the world, which is Saturn, which rules Capricorn, more Capricorn energy. So this is a major rebirth here for the collective. When we talk about destruction of the patriarchy, it's not to destroy men, because I think that's what people hear, or destroying masculine energy. We all have masculine and feminine energy. I think it means to destroy the toxic part of it, to do the shadow work that's necessary to work through the trickery and the deceit, so that it is more balanced, so that it is harmonious, and so that it serves our highest good, and it's not self-serving or controlling or domineering, because that can be what is what comes to mind when you think about our patriarchal rulership. So there's a lot of healing taking place, a lot of balance, a lot of exposure, a lot of things that are becoming more clear, making more sense to you about yourself, about the world, about the way the world is run, about the government, about money, currency, things of that nature. But it does represent a fresh start, a new opportunity, a new beginning. So embrace that. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was easy to understand. I know some of the energy can get a little intense and I get excited and it's hard to break it down, but I hope this made sense and I hope you guys understood and I hope it's helpful. Please watch the new moon and Taurus spread as well because there was some helpful information in that, or a lot of good messages that came out. I wish I would have clarified those spreads a little bit more, but that's okay. Or that spread, those cards a little bit more, but that's okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was a lot long. I knew this one would be longer. I will be back as soon as I can for more readings. I don't know which one I'm going to do next, so I won't say yet, but I'm trying to restructure the way I'm pushing out my content. So if you guys have any ideas for the type of messages you want to receive, let me know. And yeah, that's all. Like, be kind to yourselves, be patient with yourselves as you work through this energy. Don't allow your emotions to lead your judgment or to sway your judgment. With the new moon, I think it's very important to set your intentions to what you want to grow, what you want to achieve, what you want to receive, what you want more of, especially with things being so crazy right now. Setting your intentions is going to be really important because 3 days later is when Pluto goes retrograde, and I think that's going to be the start of this energy, and it's going to play out over a period of time. So if you set the intention to become more balanced and to establish more self-love and self-trust and get connected with your intuition and your higher self, when things start getting really confusing and really crazy, you will feel solid. Your discernment will be strong. You won't be able to be swayed or tricked or manipulated because you'll have a connection to source, and you'll just know. You'll have an inner knowing of what is right and what is wrong, what is best for you and what isn't. So please do that. It's in your best interest. Even you don't have to do a whole ritual. Just sit for a few moments and think about what it is that you want to bring into your life, and focus on what you want, and don't give any attention to the things that you don't want. And just watch how things change, and be patient with yourself as you change and those around you as they change, because there's a lot of changes taking place. Don't be surprised if there's a lot of new people that come into your life. A lot just changes in every aspect of it, of the word. And like I said, it's going to play out over a period of time. So it's not going to happen all in one day, but it'll be very many subtle changes to undo a lot of things that have been done over a long period of time that has caused nothing but destruction. It's like building a tower, building a castle in quicksand, or on sand, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the saying is, like, realizing that the foundation was faulty and how much had been put into that is what's going to make people be very, very careful about their choices. There's a lot of choices that are going to have to be made. So again, be patient with yourself as you make those choices, and as you get connected with yourself, your higher self, and the divine source, those choices become a little bit easier to make. So that's my advice for you. Again, I hope that was helpful, and until next time, peace, love, and light.